class. Our subject is basic English. Our subject code is 101F. So today we are going to discuss about the tenses. In these tenses, today particularly we are discussing future tense. So future tense. So simple future tense. We are discussing about simple future tense. What is the tense? Tense tells us about the time of verb. There are three kinds of tenses: simple present tense, present tense, past tense, and future tense. Present tense, past tense, and future tense. Okay. So present tense divided into four parts. What are they? Simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. Okay. So in the previous videos we have discussed about these four topics: simple present tense, present continuous tense, and present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. So like that, past tense also divided into four parts: simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. Okay. So and in the previous lessons we have discussed about these four tenses also. Okay, my dear students, today we are going to discuss about future tense or simple future tense. Okay, right. How simple present tense used, and what is simple present tense? What are the uses of the simple present tense? And what is the structure for simple present tense? Okay, let us we discuss all these things in this lesson. Okay, right. So we use the future simple tense. We use the simple future tense when there is no plan. When there is no plan or decisions to do something before we speak. Decisions to do something before we speak. We make the decision spontaneously at that time of speaking. Okay. So simple future tense, and I will give you some idea. Okay, what is how simple present simple future tense is used? We use the simple future tense when there is no plan or decision to do something before we speak. We make the decisions spontaneously at the time of speaking. Okay, so this is the definition for simple future tense. We use when actions that have not happened yet but will happen in the future. Actions that have not been happened yet but will happen in the future. We use will, shall plus verb to form the future verb form. What we use in this sentence? We use will and shall plus verb to form the future verb forms. Example: I will miss you when you leave. I will miss you when you leave. Okay. So let us see here the tense form: subject plus will plus would not plus we. The simple future tense with be form. The simple future tense with be form. I am, he is, she is, it is, you are, we are, they are plus not. Sometimes we talk about a schedule that do not change in the future. However, we use simple future tense to form the verbs. Once again I repeat you. Sometimes we talk about a schedule that do not change in the future. However, we use simple tense to form the verbs. I will give you an example. The store opens at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Not only that, sometimes we talk about a schedule that do not change in the future. Sometimes we talk about a schedule that do not change in the future. However, we use simple tense to form the verbs. Example, the store opens at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Not only that, sometimes we talk about a decision or plan made for the future. However, we use be going to plus verb to form the verbs. For example, I am going to Warangal next year. I am going to Warangal next year. Okay. What is it? It is my planned future action. Okay. Some planned future actions also expressed in the simple future tense. Okay. What are the examples for simple future tense? Okay. Now let us we try to discuss how we use this sentence. In general, in India, we use shall with IV. When the subject IV comes, we use shall. We shall go to market evening. I shall complete that work by tomorrow. I shall complete that work by tomorrow. Okay. So we use like this kind of in this way we use future tense. Okay. And simple future tense is used when we do the voluntary actions. When we do the voluntary actions. What is voluntary actions? For example, will. Okay. And moreover, in India, what I said you, IV plus shall, we use shall. So in American English there is no shall. Instead of using shall, they use will for all the subjects. IV plus shall or will. IV shall, in the examination point of view we use shall. IV plus shall, you, they, he, she, it, and with all the names after subject will plus IV. This is the structure for simple future tense. IV plus shall plus verb 1 plus object. You, they, he, she, it goes. He will plus verb 1 plus object. For example, I shall go to temple. I shall go to temple tomorrow. I shall go to temple tomorrow. We shall eat bananas next week. Okay. Example, I am giving you example. Now after giving 2 or 3 examples, I will tell you in which situations we use this tense and what are the keywords, and we will practice, we are going to practice also in this video. So next, you, they, he, she, it and names will. Okay, you will complete, you will complete your exams by the next month, she will marry tomorrow, or uh, or Radha will see Krishna, next month, Radha will see next month. Okay, my dear students, so we can use this kind of. Okay, once again, first I will explain you the structure. What is the structure, or what is the principle? How can we identify the sentence? How can we say that the sentence is in the simple future tense? What are the ways? Okay, let us see. What is that? IV plus shall plus V1 plus object, you, they, he, she, it, names plus will plus verb 1 plus object. Okay, so once again I will repeat for you. IV plus shall plus verb 1 plus object, you, they, he, she, it, names plus will plus verb 1 plus object. I shall go to temple tomorrow, we shall eat bananas night, you will complete your exams by the next month, she will marry tomorrow, Radha will meet Krishna next month, Okay, so like if we keep the what is that structure in our mind, we can understand easily the simple future tense. Okay, simple, it is easy also. What is the structure? Once again I repeat you. IV plus shall plus V1 plus object, you, they, he, she, it, names plus will plus V1 plus object. Okay, China, this is the structure for simple future tense. Okay, now let us discuss what are the keywords, how we actually we use this one. So in American language they use will instead of using shall even for the subject IV. Okay, so when it comes to the spoken English, we can use will or shall with the subjects I and we, but when we go for exams, competitive exams, or in the examination point of view, we should keep in our mind will is used with you, they, he, she, it and names. Okay, right, China. Now we see what is the first one, subject plus will plus verb plus object. Okay, so when we use this tense, let us discuss one by one point. Right, so let us see. First one, voluntary actions. What is the voluntary action? Will. Example, I will send you the information when I get it. I will send you the information. Here you see that here also we used will, and not only will, what can we use here? The helping verb shall also we can use. Voluntary actions, when you talk about the voluntary actions, without, what is voluntary? Voluntary means without expecting, doing some work is called voluntary. So what is voluntary actions? When we discuss about the voluntary actions, at the time we use the simple future tense. Okay, thank you China, thank you. And some more information also we are going to discuss about future simple future tense. What we are discussing in this topic, we are discussing about the simple future tense. So why should we use simple future tense? Simple future tense is used to express the actions what will happen in future. For example, I am going to Warangal next week. What is this? This is simple future tense. And so you see, the simple future tense is often called the will tense. Okay, and you see that I told you now that there is no shall in American English, but this tense sometimes how we call it will tense, because we make the future simple with the modal auxiliary verb will. So now let us see once again what the structure given here. The structure of the future simple tense is subject plus auxiliary will plus main verb. What is that? Subject plus auxiliary will plus main verb. Okay, now we have discussed. For negative sentences in the future simple tense, we insert not between the auxiliary and the main verb. Okay, China? Just now you try to listen. After few minutes I will give you good idea. I will give you with example. Okay, I will give you examples. If I give you examples, you can understand easily. Okay, right. So what I am going to do here, for negative sentences in the future simple tense, we insert not between the auxiliary verb and the main verb. For question sentences, we exchange the subject and the auxiliary verb. What will happen for the question sentences? We exchange the subject and the auxiliary verbs. Okay, right. Okay, look at these sentences with the future simple tense. Previously also I have given you some examples. Now also I would like to bring some of the examples how to frame with this sentence. Yeah, look at these example sentences with the future simple tense. Future simple tense. I will open the door. I will open the door. What is it? It is future action. He has interest to open the door, or he has given instructions by somebody to open the door. Then he is using this sentence. How he is using this sentence? I will open the door. I will open the door. Yeah, he is ready to open the door. So, but it is planned future action. Or how can we say it is future action? How can we say it is future action? We can say because we are using here the auxiliary verb will with the subject I. With the subject I, we are using here auxiliary verb we. Okay, right. You will finish before me. You will finish before me. You will finish before me. Okay, here we are using you will finish before me. This is also future action. So that's why we call it what a simple future tense. And let us see what is given here. When we use the future simple tense in speaking, we often contract the subject and the auxiliary verb. We contract the subject and auxiliary verb. I will, or in short form we will write like this. You see in on the screen. I will, you will, he will, she will. Okay, so I will, or we can write in the short form ILL. I will, you will, or you will, he will, right. So what is happening here? It will, he will, she will, it will, we will, they will, So like that we use we can use like this sentences. My dear students, and some more information we try to discuss. And why should we use in which why should we use simple future tense? So let us see here. Express a promise. Okay, so whatever we promise, express a promise. To express our promises, we use I will arrange. For example, like that we use I will arrange. I will arrange a car for you to go to Hyderabad. I will arrange a car for you to go to Hyderabad. What is this? This is to express promises. Or okay, dad, I will take care of you. Dad, I will take care of you. What is it? This is a promise of a son or a daughter. Daughter's promise. The daughter or son is giving promise to his father or mother or to any poor people. So like that in that situation also we use. So keep in your mind, why should we use this simple future tense? Simple future tense is used to express the promises. I will call you when I arrive you. And unplanned actions. So simple future tense is used to express some unplanned actions. Okay, sometimes we cannot expect or planned future action. Sometimes planned future actions also expressed. Sometimes planned future actions also expressed. And sometimes what will happen? Unplanned future actions also expressed in simple future tense. For example, they will dance all night long. They will dance all night. They will dance all night long. So like that we can use. And express a plan. For example, be going to. For example, he is going to spend vacation. He is going to spend vacation at Goa. He is going to spend vacation at Goa, or in Goa is Goa. So in is used with big cities and it is used when we talk about the small cities. Right, China. Not only that, how we use simple future tense, let us see. predictions. Predictions means, for example, will be going to, huh? When we talk about the predictions also, we, for example, I think the conservations will win the next elections. Like the conservation means it is a party, so you may not have idea about this conservation party. Simply I will say, I think okay, as your lecturer I should not mention particularly political party's name. So conservation is conservation party, it is a political party, huh? So right, so anyhow, and what I am going to discuss with you, indicate situations or actions in future. Indicate situations or actions in the future. My son is going to be 10 next month. My son is going to be 10 next month. So like that we use simple future tense. And not only that, first person singular with what starts with the first person singular, maybe that is shall and will. For example, I shall arrive before soon, I shall arrive before soon, I shall arrive before soon. So like that also we use the simple what is that, simple future tense. Okay. So what is the simple future tense? Simple future tense is used to express the future actions, simple future future tense. Okay. And to understand easily, I will tell you some more information about this one. What is that? This simple present tense is used for those sentences which refer to the actions which will occur later. Once again I repeat you, this sentence is used for those sentences which refer to the actions which will occur late in future. This requires a future tense auxiliary verb even though the verb would be unmarked. For example, you will help me later, you will help me later, you will help me later. Okay. Or will you help me later, will you help me later. You will not help me later, you will not help me later, you will not help me you will not help me later, like that we use. So my dear students, not only in the positive sentences, we use this sentence in negative form and even in the question, to ask the question also. So now let us see how we use this sentence in the statements, how we use this sentence. I will be there tomorrow, I will be there, I will be there tomorrow. Okay. And I will be there tomorrow, statement or positive sentence. I will be there tomorrow. You will be there tomorrow. He will be there tomorrow. She will be there tomorrow. It will be there tomorrow. We will be there. They will be there. What is it? These are all statements or we can express it in the positive degree. Then what is the negative sentences? Negative sentences mean I would not be there. I would not be there. Wouldn't you be there? Wouldn't be there. He would not be there. We would not be there. They would not be there. So like that we use these sentences. And how can we ask the questions in simple future tense? I will be there tomorrow. Sorry, that is positivity. Questionary. Will I be there tomorrow? Will I be there tomorrow? Will I be there? Will I be there tomorrow? Will I be there tomorrow? Will you be there? Will you be there tomorrow? Will you be there tomorrow? I will be there tomorrow. Will you be there tomorrow? Will you be there tomorrow? Will he be there tomorrow? Will she be there tomorrow? Will it be there tomorrow? Will Radha be there tomorrow? Will Radha be there tomorrow? So what I mean here, we can use simple future tense in the different forms. And so let us see how will to express a voluntary actions. Okay, just before I told you voluntary actions are used with will. Will often suggests that a speaker will do something voluntarily. Will often suggest that a speaker will do something voluntarily. A voluntary action is one of the speaker offers to do for something else. Often we use will to respond to someone else's complaint or request for help. We also use will when we request that someone help us or volunteer to do something for us. Similarly, we use will not or would not when we refer to voluntarily do something. Okay, now I will give you examples you can understand. I will send you the information when I get it. I will send you the information when I get it. I will, here what we are using? We are using will, just you keep in your mind. Subject next will. I will send you the information when I get it. Or what can we use here? Shall also. Okay. I will translate the email. I will translate the email. So, Mamata read it. I will translate the email. So, Mamata read it. Will you help me move this heavy table? Asking question. Will you help me move this heavy table? Will you make dinner? Will you make dinner? I will not do your homework for you. I will not do your homework for you. I would not do all the housework myself. I would not do all the housework myself. I am really hungry. That's a different thing. I will make some I will make some sandwich. I will get you some coffee. I will get you some coffee. So like this we can use. Okay. And we discussed about a promise also. Will to express a promise. Will to express a promise. Okay, let us see how we use this will form to express the promise. I will call you when I arrive. I will call you when I arrive. If I am elected President of India, if I am elected President of India, I will make sure everyone has access to inexpensive health insurance. See, understand? If I am elected President of India, I will make sure everyone has access to inexpensive health insurance. I promise, I will not tell him about the surprise party. I promise, I will not tell him about the surprise party. Don't worry, I will be careful. Don't worry, I will be careful. Okay, in this pandemic situation, take care of your health. If anybody say, we can say like, don't worry, I will be careful. I would not tell anyone your secret. I would not tell anyone your secrets. Okay. So, and be going to express a plan. Be going to express a plan. Okay. Right, Chinna. Be going to expresses that something is a plan. Be going to expresses that something is a plan. It expresses the idea that a person intends to do something in the future. It does not matter whether the plan is realistic or not. Once again I repeat to you. Be going to expresses that something is a plan. It expresses the idea that a person intends to do something in the future. It does not matter whether the plan is realistic or not. So, here you see, and what I am going to tell with all of you, here you see I will give you some examples. Before that, today I think that you got a little bit of the knowledge today. So, before going to conclude this topic, in all the sentences simultaneously we are what we are doing, we are practicing some examples. My dear students, even today in this class also we are going to check our knowledge whatever we gathered. Let us see. So, every day I am giving you instructions, having a book, notebook and text in notebook and your pen. Now, you write down in your book. I will give you 4 options. I will tell you a sentence. You have to identify or you have to find out the correct option from the 4 options. I will give you 4 options. I will tell you, and okay. Now you write down. You can understand easily. U dash. Okay. Yeah, my dear students, future tense practice. So, simple future tense practice. What we are doing in this video, now we are practicing. Yeah, You write down some of the examples here. I will also write on a paper. I have habit of writing more, so write China. Yeah, you dash very happy, you dash very happy, you dash very happy. Option A, being. Option B, will being. Option C, will be. Option 4, will. Once again I will repeat the question, and I will answer. I will tell you answer if you do not identify the right choice, right one. Yeah, you dash very happy, you being very happy, you will being very happy, you will be very happy, you will very happy. What is the right one? So you will be very happy. Okay. Yeah, before that, wait. So what is this? This is a simple future tense. Okay, right. So right, China, now you write down dash at work tomorrow, dash at work tomorrow. So what is this? What is the keyword tomorrow? Tomorrow is a keyword for simple future tense. In this sentence we used tomorrow, so it is simple future tense. What is the structure for simple future tense? I, we, shall, or we can use will also. He, I, we, you, they, he, she, it, and names plus will plus verb 1 plus object. Right. Dash at work tomorrow, dash at work tomorrow. So what is this? Do you be, wouldn't you been, will you be, had you be. What is the right one? Now I tell you. Will you, what is the right one? Okay. So let it this one also. Yeah. Now I will give you another one. So you have to identify. You, yeah. You dash him in a minute. You dash him in a minute. Oh, sorry, somewhat disturbance is here. So okay, anyhow, so in the next class we will discuss some more examples from this. Okay, one or two examples we will discuss in this lesson. It dash tomorrow, it dash tomorrow. Option A, will be raining. Option B, will be rain. Option C, will raining. Option 4, will rain. The right answer is will rain. The right answer is will rain. Okay. Next, you write another example. You and your wife dash around the world. Around the world. Are you writing? You and your wife around the world. Option A, travel. Option B, traveling. Option C, will travel. Option 4, will traveling. Will travel. What is the right answer? Will travel. Will travel. Will travel. Okay. Right. So now you write another example. I will, sorry, okay, I told you the right answer. So now we are going to discuss another topic, another example. He thinks his son's team dash the match. Option A, winning. Option B, will winning. Option C, will win. Option B, will be winning. Will be winning. What is the right answer? Simple. He thinks his son's team will win the match. Will win the match. Okay, my dear students, this is the information regarding the simple future tense. What is it? This is simple future tense. In the next class, we are going to discuss about future continuous tense. Future continuous tense. Not only listening the earphones in your ears. Okay. So you have to practice. You have to practice. Practice makes man perfect. Okay. Our higher authorities as showing very much interest to improve the students' knowledge even in this COVID-19 pandemic situation also. So I hope we are doing our level best. We are following the instructions of our higher authorities every day, every moment, and we are also doing these videos for you especially. So my dear students, you understand, and as early as possible you try to improve the English knowledge. You know that English is demanding language and it is always commanding language. As a technical student, if you want to get success, without English we cannot imagine our future. Okay, this is enough for today. Have a nice day. Thank you.